Well, think about this from the manufacturer's point of view. So think about this from the manufacturer's point of view. They've got a factory, okay? And to make something as simple as an iPhone case, they're going to use a piece of factory equipment that is set up to print or stamp out, in this case, iPhone cases, okay? So if you want any changes making to that iPhone case, then what you're saying to the factory is, you need to make me a brand new design. For the most part, that's what you're ultimately saying to the factory. So the factory will say, no worries, happy to do that, but I'll have to charge you. And of course, they will have to charge you, because now you're asking them to put together a whole new process of stamps and dies, etc., for this new product that you want. So whilst it may feel like and seem like it's actually a pretty simple thing, well, I want this widget moving from here to here, while that may seem very, very simple to do, for the most part, it's actually pretty complex to do for the factory, okay, for the factory. There are, of course, some exceptions to that. If it's a pretty simple thing like you've asked them to replace a cord with a different sort of cord or something like that, no dramas at all. But if it's a fundamental part of the product itself, then that's going to create problems for you, only because the factory will charge you to put together a whole new thing, which is, for the most part, expensive. So I do not ask for those changes to be made at that level, where I'm asking for things to be fundamentally changed about the product, until I've got a relationship with them. And at that point, I can then start saying to them, hey, look, I'm getting some complaints about this, or whatever it may be, or I want to try something different. Would you be open to trying something different with me? So once you've got a relationship with them, they are going to be much more likely to let you make fundamental changes to their processes within their factory. So anytime you want anybody to do anything for you, it's always a great idea to go around the table to their side of a table and to think about what their own unique situation is, and what that means, what you're asking them to do, what that actually means for them in terms of what they need to do as a result of your request. If you do that, that will really, really help you. Anything else I can tell you about that? As I said, it's much better to ask for things after you've already ordered and got some feedback from your customers. And in most cases, if there's something specific I want about a product, then I try and find a factory that has got that specific thing, rather than try and find a supplier who will change their product for me. It is invariably much cheaper and much easier to try and find a factory than it is to try and find the flexible supplier, depending, of course, on what it is you're wanting changed. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, and post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.